Hello everybody, my name is Charlie, and this video I'm playing Cuphead All Expert Bosses. Or all bosses on expert. So, yeah. So the first dude here, he is really easy. I got an S rank on him, which maybe I got one other S rank, but this one was really easy. I'm using the pea shooter for some of these, because when I first started this, I didn't really think I would actually be able to beat them all, and I didn't know what weapon to use, and so I just used the pea shooter. So yeah, this guy is just pretty easy. Don't know why I have the invincibility thing, but apparently I do. So for these, I would definitely recommend the smoke bomb for all the levels that are non-plane levels. And so this one, I think you can only hit the face thing there, so you can get that. And sooner or later he'll be done. But yeah, this boss is kind of a joke. For like, I understand it's the first world and stuff, so it makes sense. It's just like, yeah. I don't remember this guy's name though. So to get the S rank, you need to get, I think under 2 minutes. Then you need all health, all parry, 6 uses a super meter while being on expert mode. And there you go, golly, a perfect score. And we're stuck on the screen. Now I have the root gang, or root pack or something. Starts off with the potato. Potato is pretty easy. The reason I'm using the charge thing here is because this was recorded today, actually, as opposed to the other ones were recorded like 3 weeks ago. Goopy Legrand, or Grand, I don't know, is the first dude, and is the root pack. There are 4 secret phases, or maybe 3, but there's a few secret phases in boss fights, and this is one of them. If you don't hit the onion, he will go away, and then it makes the next phase with the carrot a little bit harder. Oh yeah. This one's also pretty easy, but I would say it's quite a bit harder than the other one, but that really doesn't say too much. Yeah. Although I did die to this guy once today while recording it, so. Yeah, 1 minute, I mean, it's, yeah. Who is next? Is it the frog guys? I think it's the frog guys. Yes. I also had to do this one today because I didn't have a recording of this one. I think I had a recording of the... No, I didn't. I don't think I had a recording of the other one either. And I'm gonna be here for a long time because it's like... This is a 55-minute thing. Which... This might be my longest video ever. At least longest edited video / longest non-live stream. Because there's some clips that I just throw in there sometimes. I just upload them unlisted that are like over an hour, but I guess 59 minutes because that's like the max, but yeah. So, I'm very curious to see. Excuse me. How long? Anyway, this is Ribby and Croaks. So, yeah. This kind of gives me like a New Orleans vibe. I don't know if it's supposed to. I don't even know why it does, to be quite honest with you. But, it does, so, yeah. I don't know why I don't have audio when I do this. It really doesn't make any sense to not be able to have audio, but whatever. So there's a bunch of different outcomes that can come out from the slot machine. The slot machine is kind of a pain to get to. And by get to, I mean like do the handle, crank the handle, I don't know what it's called. I don't know why I keep ducking, because apparently you don't have to. I don't know why I thought you did. So. Yeah, the part where he turns into like Bullet Bill is kind of hard to do that on when he shoots the backwards fists, but in the Fireflies are also pretty annoying. I don't know if they're actually Fireflies or not, but either way. I saved my super in case I needed to use it, but then I never did. So, got a rank C on this, I think, which is not great. C minus, yikes, that ain't good. Now with Hildeberg, I hate this one so much. It's like, it's actually trash. The fight itself isn't bad, I just got salty. If you're wondering how you get the bombs, you talk to some dude in World 2. But you shouldn't even have expert mode unlocked until you beat the game, so yeah. As far as I can tell, it's almost impossible, if not just complete luck, to figure out where that like spinny circle thing starts shooting, which is kind of annoying because you can get kind of screwed by that. And yeah, the tornadoes are annoying. Make sure you try to get the green guys because they are annoying. There's just a bunch of things to dodge, so you know. So I noticed for this guy, if you shoot him with the bomb, like there's little blue stars that'll chase you, but if you shoot it, like those stars, if you shoot him like before, like that, they're gone. So that's kind of cool. On on regular, I think it is. There's another phase, which isn't in the other one. It's like a ram that like runs into you. I don't know why it's not in this version. In expert, like you'd think it would be there, but whatever. I don't know if I'm using the extra heart. I recommend personally using the 1 extra heart for this, for the plane stages. That's what here laughs like. Her nose is very sketchy. Alright, so if it is a brown UFO like that, it'll shoot before, and if it's a red UFO, it'll shoot after you go through it. And by shooting before, I mean if you go near it, it'll shoot then. And suppose the red one, you have to go through it for it to shoot. See, I didn't know that until way longer than it should have taken me, for being honest about this. Yeah, so I was wondering, I got like kind of annoyed, like, oh man, why does it keep hitting me? Did I just miss that? I don't know. That looks so weird. Either way, get out of here. There's a DLC coming to Cuphead, so that's exciting. Oh man, this one's actually pretty tough. Like, it's surprisingly challenging. If you don't get the pink, if you don't parry the pink seed, it'll, well, I guess it'll do it, because I didn't do one there. It becomes like a weird looking brain thing. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it looks like a brain. And it always shoots a parry thing though, so I don't know how to feel about it. It's annoying, but it also always gives you a parry. For me, the first phase on this is kind of ridiculous, and then it gets pretty easy. So, yeah. If you can get through the first phase, at least in my experience, you can get through the other ones. Like, I think I got it first try after. Although, this isn't looking good. So if you see the things going underneath it, just avoid them. Jump on the other platforms. Not too bad. Although the second phase can be kind of tough, so I don't know. Also, that's kind of like horrific. That face. That boss's name is Cagney Carnation. To quote this one guy, how on earth does a flower get in debt to the casino? I would like to know that. This is Baroness Von Bonbon. So there's a bunch of different little mini bosses that start off here. There might be like 5, I want to say. This one's pretty easy. Just, you know, do that and you'll destroy it. This one's medium. If you have the smoke problem, it's not hard. Sometimes it's kind of weird to know which direction it's going, but you know, it's nothing crazy. This one's kind of hard, in my opinion. Just because there's so many gun drop things coming. And then on the third one, she'll shoot you, so that's scary. And then after 3 have been defeated, she does this and starts to attack you. So this part can be kind of tough. I think this might be the hardest part about it. So, okay, yeah, there are 2 more. There's a muffin that, the muffin's kind of hard, but not too bad. Actually, I might say it's the hardest out of them. And there is the waffle, which sometimes I can beat it easily, sometimes I can't. Oh man, this guy's hard. This one took me a long time. It was actually one of the first 2 I beat on expert mode. I don't know why, but it was. And now you have like ASMR or something, but it's pretty difficult. I got pretty good at the first phase. It's not too hard once you get the hang of it. Just shoot the ducks with the light bulb because they'll drop it on you, I think. This one's ridiculously hard, not for the right reasons in my opinion, because the reason I think it's so hard is because they just spawn. You don't know where they're going to spawn, and so you're on a moving platform, so they could just spawn on you sometimes. It's so stupid because you can get hit like just out of the blue. Just one spawns on you and you're hit, which I think is just dumb. Like generally this game is quite fair, but I think this is a really bad. The fight itself is fine, but this one part of it is questionable. Either way, I got through that. The yellow ones, the yellow horsies, shoot out like horizontal things. You can just hide under this guy if there's no train. The green one does 3 like the wavy ones. How'd I get hit there? Me, what are you doing? I don't know how I messed that one up so badly. Alright. This guy's name is Beppy the Clown. Now this phase gave me a lot of trouble. So, also yeah, see I'm using the pea shooter here. Man, why did I do that? But, because of these stupid dudes. These guys can absolutely destroy you with these baseballs because there's so many. I don't even know where I am right now on the bottom. Okay, well. It's really tough because there's just so much going on. You can, I guess, go on the bottom and do it and hit them all. Also, if you do Super 1, it's considered... You're considered invincible while you're shooting it. And thankfully I beat it. But I remember I got hit like 3 times there. Lost all my health on those stupid baseballs. Yeah, I recommend not using the pea shooter on that fight. Or really almost any fight. Although I do think that the pea shooter super is probably one of the best. In my opinion, I barely use the other ones. Not including the plain ones, obviously. Now we have Genie the Great. I kind of hate this guy. His face is stupid. Alright. He's like the smug face. Alright. So, there's like 3 or 2 different phases. I guess 3. For the first part here. Or 3 different possible attacks. And I think he does it for the entire phase. And that's one of them. I don't really know which one's the easiest and the hardest. One of them he throws swords at you, and one of them there's like cat things. So on this one's kind of tough. This part, you gotta shoot these head things and go through them while avoiding these. Yeah, it's harder than it looks. Unless it looks hard, in which case, I don't know. But again, I unequipped the smoke bomb and went back to the 4. The problem with the 4 is that you don't do as much damage, and same with the 5, you do even less damage. So I thought the 4 was a great mix of health and still doing a decent amount of damage. I don't know how much less it actually does, but oh yeah, the Rams won the Super Bowl the other day. That was fun. Pretty cray-cray. Stafford, Cup, OBJ, Donald, etc. Pretty cool. McVay, Whitworth, Von Miller, Ramsey. I don't know. But, yeah, it's fun. Unexpectedly fun. Okay, so this part isn't too bad. You can get a ton of the pink stuff, pink parry stuff here, because he shoots it a lot, so I just completely missed that, but yeah, you can get a lot of it here. Honestly, so for one of the trophies, I think I already said I already got the platinum, but there's a trophy where you have to get A+ on each boss, and then there's another one where you have to beat them all on expert. And if you do the expert one first, it's so easy to do it on the normal mode. So I kind of recommend doing that, because it's just like, oh, okay, well this is so easy at this point. I remember someone said they had a lot of trouble on this phase with the pyramids, but it's not too bad, in my opinion. Just like that, we beat him. Nice. The results. Next up we have, I think it's Wally Warbles. That's quite the name. I don't know why I'm taking so long. These stupid loading screens. What am I doing? Alright. No, we have Grim Matchstick. Alright. So a lot of people consider this to be considered the hardest boss in the game, and I just flat out disagree with that. He's not necessarily easy, but he's so not hard. I don't understand why people think he's so tough. I heard someone say that maybe it's like they had trouble differentiating the clouds between the background clouds, which I guess makes sense, but I just never really did that much. I don't know. I don't see it personally. But I'm not gonna like say he's easy per se, because that's just not true. But in comparison to some of the other ones, he's just not that hard. But yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's literally the toughest fight in the game, and I just don't understand that. Yeah, it's just avoid these dudes. It's not too bad. And then there's this part where he has 3 heads. I think at this point you can at least see the clouds better. And then when he waits a while, I think you want to stay in the top layers. See, like that. I don't know how I didn't get hit right there. And then I'm gonna go hi, use my super. So the super 2 makes you temporarily invincible for a while, but the first one does also, just not as long, and the third one's kind of trash, honestly. It says it does a ton of damage, but I just can't use it. Apparently I'm not the only one. So I recommend doing the first one. Honestly, anything but the third one. Because you have to like control it with the right stick or something, but you can't really do that. Like, the amount of multitasking abilities needed to do that is so low. Also, I almost got a S rank. Holy crap. Alright, Wally Warbles. This was the final one I had the A rank on, I think. Or was it the last? No, it was the final one I had expert on. Maybe also the A rank, but this stupid attack with the eggshells going in 5 directions took me so long. That is by far the hardest part of this. I put this as one of the hardest bosses in the game for me, just because of that one attack. Now, a lot of people didn't agree on it, although they might have thought I meant like just normal mode. On normal mode, he's fine because there's only 3 eggs, so like 3 eggshells that shoot out, as opposed to the 5, which is just ridiculous. But if you stay on the top, it's a lot easier. I got hit once there. I'm kind of surprised I didn't restart, but I guess I'm glad I didn't. So here's the second phase. You can just kind of go up, down while shooting. It doesn't really matter if you're close to hitting him, as long as you're shooting, because you're kind of bound to hit him at least a little bit. So just kind of focus more on avoiding the feathers and being in the general vicinity of him. And yeah, I learned that you don't really want to go for the parry guys all the time, because you can get hit. It may be tempting, but if you get hit, it's not worth it. So, and this level has more than enough parry opportunities. So I recommend just getting up on his grill and just shooting him with the bombs. And you can also hit him with the bombs when his eggshells are close to him. Also, you can get a lot of parry points here from his gun. And then when he's far away and his thing starts to open back up, go back to the machine gun thing. Alright, got hit again, but that's fine. This part's kind of hard too, but it's definitely doable. And then here I recommend you use the bomb. I don't know if you have to use the bomb, but it seems almost impossible if you don't. This part can be kind of hard, especially because, at least in my experiences, when I got to this part, I usually had 1 heart, so I didn't really have much opportunity to experiment. So, whoa. Man, these plane levels are kind of ridiculously tight. So, there we go, there's Wally Warbles, and now I'm a bomb. Time. Yeah, well, whatever, I still got the platinum trophy. It's kind of weird I did an expert boss thing and a pacifist thing before I did an actual playthrough. Do you want to do a playthrough? Okay, so here I have we're starting World 3 here with the B boss. Okay, I know I keep saying honestly, but for realsies, this fight gave me more trouble than Grim Matchstick. I don't know why. The first part's pretty easy. You might get hit a couple of times, but it's really not that bad. This attack sucks. With the these things, they're so hard to avoid. They pretty much always get hit. Oddly enough, that's one of the few attacks that on normal mode I think is worse, because she shoots like 6 of them, which is really bizarre. So, yeah, just kind of keep shooting. And then if you hear a book sound, that means she's about to transform, so just try shooting her. Now she's a plane. So then jump and shoot down. And this phase is really hard for me for some reason. And I use that power. You'll probably get hit there though if you do that. But yeah. Nice. It actually might have been easier to use the second power on that one, now that I think about it, because you wouldn't hopefully get hit again. So I don't know. That's just a recommendation if you're having trouble with it. And that was Rumor Honeybottoms. And we got a B minus. How fitting. Alright, now we have Captain Brainy-Beard. This guy's not too hard. Just takes some practice. He does shoot a lot of those parry things, so that's fun. For me. The barrel's kind of annoying, but, you know, whatever. Uh-oh, Spirios. Alright, so that ink guy, the squid dude's kind of annoying, but you can just shoot him. Also, the ship's annoying with the cannonballs, but that's fine. Yeah, so he's a bunch of different like sea creatures. I think there's a shark that comes, although I don't think it came. That's weird. That attack is annoying as hell. That stupid spinny thing. Also, the reason I didn't duck down there was because I kind of couldn't, because the barrel was going to hit me. So that's kind of tough. Like, just leaning down or whatever, crouching is fine, but doing that while having to avoid the stupid barrel is tough. Like, look at this. So it almost hit me. Luckily it didn't though. Nice. See you, Captain Brainy-Beard. Oh, right. Hey, Maya, it's a brand new record. Now we have the Play Lady, sadly stage play. She can be pretty annoying, but once I got the hang of it, I beat her so easily in normal mode. So there's another secret phase here if you jump on those baby things. There's also a secret phase in Genie I forgot to talk about. That if you like shrink while he's doing the thing on you, it skips a phase, I think. Honk honk. At least I'm assuming that's what happens because I can't hear it. These babies are annoying. They're so annoying. I love kids, but man, these kids are annoying. Because they just randomly throw bottles. Like, I feel bad for the husband. He didn't even do anything. It's just there. Wow, I got hit twice really early on. I guess not really early, but still. Whoa. So yeah, sometimes there will still be some of the cars that attack you post reading that phase. So what you want to do there is you want to hit the asteroid, and then you can do that to get over the wave. Meteor. The charge attack I would definitely recommend if that isn't very obvious. This phase isn't too bad. It's kind of weird that things slow down when you use that and hit someone. Really, the hardest part about this phase is just actually getting the hits on, because they're just kind of at a weird angle. I don't know. Knockout. Alright, Sally stage play. There you go. Tough, but not too tough. Once you get the hang of it. That first phase, or not the first, the second phase might be the hardest. And I don't know what we're waiting for. Alright, now we have Calamari with Marina with the giant hips. Not that that's bad or anything, it's just like strange. Alright, and for the record, I don't mean strange as in like, if this were real, I'm saying strange as in like a sea monster. But, so you avoid these things. You can parry some of them, the ones that are like pinkish, but they don't look entirely pink. No, actually. Wait. Okay, no, this is where I got the platinum, actually. I'm pretty sure Wally Warbles is the last boss I beat on expert mode, but I'm pretty sure this is the last one I got an A on, so. For the trophy, you can also get an A minus, doesn't matter. Where's the Irish fighting turtle? Is it the fighting Irish? Like a college. Alright, so this is where it gets annoying. So, she'll freeze you and you have to like shake your, not shake your controller, but like move your controller stick around. These guys will all shoot stuff at you. You can kill them. See, like that. But they do come back, so it's kind of annoying. So while you're frozen like that, if anything hits you, you take a hit, which is kind of annoying. But thankfully, she's been freezing me either A, when they're not hitting me, or B, when they're gone. Also, you have to hit her head. I probably should mention that. I don't think you do damage if you just hit the body. Also, those things will freeze you now. Those like weird things. I don't know what to call them. Did I get an S rank on this, by the way? Like, I hit once there, but I still have 1 heart left. Or sorry, I still have the 3 hearts, because I think you only need 3. Like, it's okay if you have, if you take... Oh, well, never mind. It's okay if you take a little bit of damage. While you still have the extra hearts. Also, man, I almost got an S on that. Oh, no, I didn't. Apparently, I never did do another parry. Alright. After Calamari, we have... this guy, I always forget about this guy. Werner Worman, he's pretty easy. On one of my speed runs, I've done 2 speed runs of the game. One of them I literally just completely forgot about this guy and I had to go back for him. And I beat him really easily. And then the other one, for some reason, I choked so hard on this guy so many times. He's not even hard. He's honestly quite easy. Especially for level 3. First phase are easy, second phase is medium. Really the second phase, the only real challenge in this entire fight, in my opinion. Like, you might get hit in the first phase, but you can just easily restart, and it's kind of rare, so. Like, but avoiding the pop cap things. I don't call it pop cap. I don't even call it pop. I call it soda. Avoiding the soda can things, or what are these called? Lids, I guess. Yeah. So the third phase is pretty easy. Also, this guy reminds me of like Cherry or Tom or whatever it is. I forget which one. So at this point, you can just jump there or hit one and then do that. Take them all out really easily. But yeah, it's really easy. And I don't understand how the mouse stew got back inside of a cat. 2 mice? Don't know. Hey, nice. Alright, now we have Dr. Call's robot. Probably the hardest boss in the game for me. Oh no. He's so hard. So there's 3 things you can hit here off the bat. And they each have different attacks, and each time you break them, switch attacks. So the bottom one shoots out those other things, but now they shoot out bombs, and you have to shoot the bombs away from yourself or else they'll hit you. Like the radius. Yeah, see that thing? The middle thing gives you those. You can't get around them, you have to parry it. But it does give you a free super meter thing. And if you try to avoid the bombs, they'll hit each other, but they do go a lot faster. So, let's keep going. So the middle thing will do that. The middle thing has 2 attacks. It either does that or it has a magnet, so you get like magnetized towards it. And obviously the top thing shoots those things. And so now you want to hit the heart. This part's tough, but it's not like impossible. Like, I feel the last part's almost impossible. So what I like to do is I like to hit it with the bomb thing, and then I do a I think. How do I do it? Usually I like to hit him with the bomb once, and then I do the super meter on him. But for some reason I guess I'm saving that for the next phase, the hardest phase. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Because this one isn't hard, it's just like kind of time consuming. Yeah, you see what I mean, that the collisions on that's kind of weird. I think he just dropped, yeah. I just got hit there, that was very avoidable if I did the bomb a second earlier. But this part is so hard, it's ridiculous. I mean, at least you can get like the parry things there, but man, I keep pausing. Alright. I try to kind of hit them, but like while avoiding them, but it's really hard to do, and I don't want to like mess up. So I like to parry those things if they're near me, and then use the bomb. Special attack thing. There's just so much going on the screen, it's kind of ridiculous. I'm pretty bad at the airplane levels though, because I feel like almost all of them are considered some of the hardest for me, so I don't know. Alright. Hopefully. He has a ton of health in his last phase, by the way. Like, it's actually kind of ridiculous how much health he has. I don't know if I missed that. But, one heart. Oh yeah, I think this is the boss I was fighting for. I would see one of my friends for the first time, so that's cool. It's a rather historic moment. Anyway, there we go. We beat him. Yay! But yeah, that guy's health pool is ridiculous. Alright. You know what else is ridiculous? Me having to wait this long. Okay, so now we have the Phantom Express. Yes, we do. So I recommend for the first part here using the split shooter thing. But you want to be close enough to where you can hit the dude himself too. And I prefer to parry like that, so that you don't have to fully move. And eventually you'll beat this guy, but it can be kind of tough. And then apparently I'm going in the middle. Nope, no, I'm not actually. So then I switch to charge. Sometimes those pumpkin dudes can be helpful, sometimes they can be super annoying. Just depending on where you want to go. You can't hit them obviously and they'll die, but... Nice, alright. That phase done, this phase is kind of tough. Each one of them has a special thing. One of them shoots lightning, one of them doesn't. I don't know if the other one does, but... So we got one of them. And so if you kill these guys, they drop those things, and they'll move the train if it lands on the other thing. Alright, now we're in the final part. The train's like... Dong, 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 dong. It always reminds me of the Back to the Future 3 thing. I don't know why. So you want to parry on that, and then you can... I guess I just did that, but... You can hit him. No, I got hit. Nice, alright, I almost got an S rank. I think. Alright, now we're in the final world. And there's only 2 bosses, so you might be wondering why on earth there's 55 minutes, or, sorry, why there's 4, I can't do math right now, why there's 13 minutes left in this video. It's because one of the bosses, King Dice, has like literally 9 bosses inside of it. So here's the first boss. The first boss is the Tipsy Troop. So there's 3 bosses that you have to face before you face Mr. Dice, or King Dice, and each one of those 3 is from a group of 3. And so the first 3, the second 3, and the last 3. You can face more, but the minimum you can face is 3. 1 from each group. And the way you figure out which one you face is by rolling a dice, which I'll show at the end. So this one, you had to do there's 3 of them. They each have their own health bars. I actually had to record all this today, so because I had some of them recorded from before, but not like all of them. So this one's really easy. This is usually the one I use when I try to play this level, because this guy's just really easy. So you hit him a couple of times, and then you wait till the bottom one goes, you duck, and then you use the smoke bomb, because you can duck every other one. And so it's so easy. And they all have really low health bars too. Like somehow you can avoid that by ducking, so like, yeah. Oh, a knockout. I love it when he says, "and begin," it just sounds so epic. Alright, so the second guy was Chips Bettigan, and this guy's Mr. Wheezy. These attacks are kind of annoying. It's the same ones as the one that hit me in Captain Griny... What's his name? Grinybeard or something? I don't remember, but... Yeah, I don't know why, I just really am bad at these. So I would say, again, I completely recommend doing the second guy, because it's just really... I know it's a subjective opinion on what's easy, what's not, but I think it just has the least amount of attacks that'll hit you. That's not to say you won't get hit, but in comparison to the other two, I think it's quite easier. Alright, so now we have the fourth one, the first one of the second batch, Pip and Dot. This one is one of the hardest of these other bosses. Just, I don't know why, I'm just kind of bad at it. You can shoot that guy. But, yeah, the problem with me is I always run into spikes. And if you're wondering how I have extra health, slash, like here I have 3, but sometimes I have 4 and even 5, maybe even 6. It's because one of the 3 bosses of each 3 has a thing. If you land on it, you get an extra heart. It's different every time you reset it. You'll see it at the end, I think. Now this is usually the one I choose for this, also for the second batch. If you don't have the smoke bomb, I imagine this is just awful. But if you do have the smoke bomb, it's really easy. Really the only hard part about this is that sometimes that checks where you have to parry. But it's really not that hard. But again, if you don't have the smoke bomb, this is probably like really tough, but also yes, you have 5 health in the bottom left. Alright, that's the end of Hocus Pocus. No, sorry, Hopus Pocus. Now we have Fear Lap. This guy, there's a trophy where you have to beat a boss while in a plane, while being a small plane. This is the guy I did it on because it counts. So you get a lot of parry stuff here, and you have to go in front of the weird looking Grim Reaper dudes because they'll pop up when they're like on the same coordinate level as you. So yeah. Or in an easier way of saying that, when they're below you, they'll go up. Alright, so not bad, not bad. Next we have Piruletta. It's like a roulette thing. This is the one I choose in the third batch. It looks like one of my friend's stuffed animals, which is really cute. Kayla's stuffed animal. I forget the name of it. It's like a ballerina, though. And also have Gerald. And they kept still the toast I gave him, although Gabby might have it. So yeah, with the smoke bomb, this is really easy. But without the smoke bomb, this would probably be really hard. Alright, next up we have Mangosteen, apparently. Didn't know that was his name. You can kind of see he has the 8 on him. I don't know if it's because he's the 8th boss, but... This boss, surprisingly, is harder than I thought, but this is the one boss that I didn't have a recollection of facing. I don't think I'd say he's the hardest one, because I feel like once you get the hang of it, it's probably not too bad. Although there is just so much stuff jumping, so I don't know. I have mixed feelings on if it's hard or not. That's kind of weird. And then lastly, for the mini bosses, we have Mr. Chimes. This one might be the hardest. So what I didn't realize was in the beginning, while it says like get ready, the cards are all flipped over then, so you can actually see what they are, as opposed to just guessing at first. I thought you just had to guess at first. I didn't realize that until after this boss fight, so yeah. And each time you get it wrong, he gets faster, but then when you get it right, he does this. And you can attack him. You can't attack him otherwise. So, yeah, this fight can be kind of tough. Especially if you're not good at the plane ones, but it's not too bad. Yeah. But it is definitely one of the harder ones in my opinion. But it's no Dr. Call's robot, that's for sure. Alright, so you just it's kind of the same thing over and over again. I don't know if it gets faster or what. I just don't know. But yeah. I also don't know if you're allowed to like touch the border of the map or if that hurts you. I tried to avoid doing that, but yeah, this would be a lot easier if I knew if you could or not. Because knowing this game, who knows, you might get hit by trying to like go as far down as possible. I was about to say, how did I not get hit there? Good job, you flew right past it. Yeah, I realize this is the most exciting thing in the world, but whatever. That is too bad. Alright. So at one point, did I already miss it? I looked away for a second, I'm not gonna lie. He shot two at once, but I think that was a glitch. Okay, no, I think it happened in the second. Yeah, I don't think that was supposed to happen, but okay, yeah, because he tried to do it again and it didn't go out, so that's not right. Alright, now we have Mr. Dice, the man himself. So here you go, you get to see the, oh, no you don't get to see the dice, sorry. Whoops. Okay, well, you get to roll the dice and choose what you land on. And there'll be hearts on ones that are, that you get hearts on. Okay. So, for some reason, this part of the fight really, I struggled at it. I don't know why, but all it is jumping on these things. But, I don't know, it's just tough for me, I don't know. Also, multiple times I've had a thing where I do the super on King Dice, and he doesn't do the attack. I don't understand why that's a thing, but it is. And so he'll just like stand there stuck, and you can just freely hurt him without him attacking you. And it's happened multiple times. I just don't understand like what caused it. Yeah, there we go. And we ended with 4 health. How about that? So you can just keep resetting until you get a heart combo you like. I ate like 2, 5, and 7. Assume you can roll the dice pretty well. Did I get an S rank on this? Yes. You get a trophy for beating him without losing any health, but it's kind of misleading because you actually only need 3 health at any point. Like if you beat it with 3 health, you're fine. So this fight is probably like the second hardest fight in the game for me. I don't know why, but I struggled so hard on this. And a lot of people say he is easy. I don't know. I think he's ridiculously tough. He has so many bizarre attacks that you can get hit with, and it's just tough. And he always does that weird goat attack. But sometimes I think it's like faster than others. Alright, so now you gotta go down there. And this phase is kind of tough, so notice that those things where they are the poker chip looking things, they go in a direction. I didn't know that. I thought they just spawn randomly. This one's not too hard. Be careful of the bombs. If you can't defuse it, run. So this part's pretty tough too. I think the first and fourth phase are the hardest. Third one would be kind of tough too. So you can shoot that guy down. And then there's these stupid guys up top which are super annoying too. Got hit once there, but whatever. And now on the last one, this is weirdly hard. All you have to do, in quotation marks, is just do that with the parrying, but I could not get that. That's like the only time I could parry those attacks. I don't know why, I just could not parry them. So anyway, that's all bosses on Extra Mode. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you guys next episode. Now my voice is kind of dead because I've been talking nonstop for like 55 minutes. Okay, bye.